think there's a cultural difference with men from other countries. They are not as bitter and jaded and closed up as a lot of the men here. And I'm not saying all men.
Y'all, what's really up with Common dating some of the finest black women in Hollywood, only to leave them high and dry after leading them to believe that the relationship was heading somewhere else? He did the same with Tiffany Haddish, Serena Williams, and now the streets are shaking after Taraji slammed Common for not only playing with her feelings, but also tricking her son while they were together. Taraji hasn't been one to put her private business out there like that, but she's not the only one with a story to share about Common. With different women saying the same thing, it looks like he's slowly losing his image of being a gentleman that women were lining up to be with. Child, Common is just low-key Common. You can't really spot it because he's very good looking and well spoken, but that man can't keep a woman to save his life.
It's hard to date. I mean, guys don't court anymore.
And he certainly has a type. He dates women that are at the top of their game, beautiful, very successful in their own right. He's been with Erykah Badu, Serena Williams, Tiffany Haddish, Angela Rye, Taraji, and now Jennifer Hudson. During his interview with Essence, he said that some of the women I've dated, been in relationships with, are crazy talented people. So that's inspiring in itself. You see all the work they put in and how they can still go out and be good family people. That's very influential in my personal life, but it also comes through in my art. And one of those women just so happened to be Taraji. Taraji and Lonnie Rashad Liston started dating around 2005. And yeah, Lonnie is his real name, just for the folk in the back who didn't know. It's good to learn something new every day, you know what I mean? Taraji was still climbing the ladder and making a name for herself in the industry, but she had already been in movies such as Baby Boy, where she starred as Yvette, Hustle and Flow, and also Four Brothers. Common must have had a crush on her after seeing her play Suge in Hustle and Flow, because it wasn't really long after that movie came out that fans started to notice that there might be something more going on between the two of them. Now, to be fair, we don't know the full details of what was going on in this relationship because, like we said, Taraji is very, very private. Like, she really doesn't share much information about her relationships, but Common is the type that enjoys the chase and the early honeymoon phase with all of the women he deals with. She was featured in his Testify music video, where she acted as the wife and soon to be convicted criminal, and she killed it in the video. The two of them had been trying to keep it very low key, but that moment made it clear that they were a couple and they were going strong together. Common talked about Taraji meeting his family and also said that among all the women he's been with at that time, she was his mom's favorite, and the two of them got along like a house on fire. Things were getting really serious because Taraji also introduced Common to her son, and the two of them hit it off. Her son was just 11 years old at the time and spent quite some time with Common, and they really developed a bond between the two of them. He revered Common as someone that he could look up to. And for Taraji, it looked like it was gonna be it. It looked like she had found her king. This was the first real long-term relationship that she had been in some time. And both of them were one and the same. They were both parents, entertainers, and seemed to want a lot of the same things. So everything checked out.
That's my history. I'm the one that got away. I'm gonna make a t-shirt. I mean, all my exes' moms love me and they keep in touch because I'm good. Who wouldn't want their son married to me?
But what was it that Wendy said about Common again?
Don't fall too hard in love. Common is not good with women. That's all I'm saying. He keeps you until he's done with you.
Yeah, that. Wendy read that man for filth and closed the book on him. And I wish somebody was there to tell Taraji not to expect him to stick around. As soon as the relationship started to reach its second year mark, he started to distance himself, giving Taraji a hard time and making her think that there was something that she did and not the other way around, until he admitted that the relationship just wasn't for him anymore and he was ready to move on.
Oh man, that's interfering with my work. Like, this is, relationships ain't good for me. I don't make my best albums when I'm in a relationship.
Okay, you one of those, it's not you, it's me type nigga.
Common has said time and time again that he's just addicted to the honeymoon phase of relationships. And once he notices that things start getting serious and he has to deal with real relationship issues, then it's time to bounce.
See, Taraji, she's a good woman. Just even from what she just said, She's like, man, I got to take in consideration with my son. So I wish, I like a woman that thinks like that.
But Taraji is not the one to be played with like that. Common hasn't said anything bad about her, but it didn't feel good to just be left like that when things started to feel settled. And her son Marcel felt his absence the most and was incredibly sad after they broke up. And to this day, Taraji has not forgotten. And she says she won't be forgiving him.
I've never really gone on the record and said this. Common was the last real long-term relationship I had. After that, I was like, I don't want... Because my son was sad. He was sad when we broke up. It affected him.
Now, we've seen this pattern play out with Common a few times already, and people are starting to think that dating Common ain't all that it's cracked up to be. He likes women to make him look good. He's old news now. Oh, please, Common is as common as an alley cat. At this point, he's nothing more than Community D. Common never had an issue with sharing his feelings about his current woman at the time. I do wish them well though, but Common has a pattern, and until he does something different, I will not be holding my breath. But what do y'all think about the way Common moves with women? Share your thoughts in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.